Hi and a very good day everyone. Welcome back to our lab sessions. And for today lab session activity, what we're gonna learn today is we're gonna continue from our last week's activity, which is last week we already covered on the Pano 2VR on several tools. So for this week lab session, we're gonna continue from on the tools that we haven't touched yet from last week. All right. So before we go into the deeper for this week lab session, so let's recap back, okay, what we have learned last week using the Pano 2VR. I hope that you still remember what we have covered last week, alright? So just want to recap back. So let's open up your Pano 2VR software, okay? So from last week, what we have learned is that you already have been introduced to load your image, okay? So there are two ways in order to load the image, which is first we using the input button up here, okay, this is the first method, input button up here, and also we can just directly drag the image into the viewer, okay, that is how we load the image. And then last week also we already covered on how to publish or how to generate the output when we already done with our VR panorama. Okay, so in order to publish or to generate the output, so just go to your right panel here, okay, output panel on your right hand side, and then click at this plus sign here, okay, click at this green plus sign icon here, and then you choose the format of HTML5, okay, HTML5, and then it will pop up these more tools on your right hand side, and then in order to generate your output, click at this gear sign. Okay, I think you already know about this because we already covered last week. And then last week also we have discovered several tools in the viewer. Okay, last week we already covered the patch. Okay, the patch is used to heal or to remove or to retouch some of the unwanted part or unwanted object in our scene. And also we also covered on the point hotspot. Okay, you already done the point hotspot to be linked to other URL, okay, to be linked to other panorama, okay, to link as a pop-up information and so on. And also we already covered also on the polygon hotspot. Okay, we use the polygon hotspot to link to another website and also to link to another nodes or to another panorama. Okay, so for today lab activity, we're gonna cover 4 more tools or 4 more features in this viewer tools. Okay, we still have this icon, okay, look like the speaker here as a sound. Okay, this one is the sound, and then this one is to pin the image. Okay, the first one here is to add the sound, this one is to pin the image, and then the next one look like this video cam. Okay, this one is to pin the video, and then the last one here is the lens flare. Okay, so we're gonna cover all these 4 tools for today lab session. So let's start with the adding sound first. Okay, so let's see how to add the sound into our VR panorama. So in order to add the sound, of course, first of all we need to have our panorama first. Okay, so let's add some image, okay, into your viewer. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's say I add this VR panorama, okay, this image panorama into this viewer. Okay, so now we have the panorama inside the viewer, so we are ready to add the sound to this panorama. So you go to the left hand side of your panels in the viewer here, okay, and then select this sound icon here. Okay, select once, and then you double click anywhere that you want to add the sound. Okay, just click anywhere that you want to add the sound. For example, if I would like to add the sound at here, so I just double click on this area. Okay, I double click, and then it will pop up a dialog box for you to select the sound file. Okay, so here are an example of my sound file of my mp3 file here. Okay, all of these are mp3 file, okay, that can I choose. So just choose one, okay, as an example, this mp3 file, okay, for example I choose this one and then click open. Alright, and then here are the output, okay, of this sound has been added up here. Okay, so when the sound is active here, you will see on your left panel here is the properties of sound. Okay, this is the properties of sound that you can play around to. Okay, and on this left panel here, there are a mode here. Okay, when you click at this drop down menu, there are a lot of mode sound that you can choose for. Okay, we have static mode, surround mode, directional rectangular mode, directional circular, effect rectangular, and effect circular. So this type of mode is actually have an effect to your how we heard in that VR panorama. Okay, for example, if we choose the sound in a static mode, okay, for example the static mode, so basically the static mode is a sound that we add to your VR panorama as a static. Okay, we add as a static mode that only be heard regardless of your current viewing angle of the panorama. Okay, every time that you generate the output of this VR panorama, when you choose the mode static, so it's regardless where you are in that scene, you will hear this sound. Okay, this is the static. We'll try later on. And then surround. Okay, if you choose the surround mode, what will you hear is that the surround mode will continue to play. Okay, we keep continue to play no matter where you are in the panorama. Okay, no matter where you are in the panorama, you will hear this in a surround mode. And then the special features of this mode is that the sound will always sound correct in a perspective. Okay, will always sound correct in the perspective. For example, a sound occurring in the left channel will change to the right channel depending on your perspective. Okay, this is the surround mode. And then if you choose directional rectangular, okay, directional rectangular, you have this this effect. Okay, if you choose static, this is the icon of the static mode. And then if you choose surround, okay, you have this icon as well. Okay, and then but if you choose directional rectangular, so this is the directional rectangular look like. Okay, you have the green square here and then have this scattered light of this in the yellow color. Okay, so if you choose directional rectangular mode, okay, so basically this mode will allow a sound to be heard in a large rectangular field rather than just a small area. Okay, you will hear this sound in a large rectangular area, and the center of the field is in this green color here. Okay, the green color rectangular here. Okay, basically is always at maximum level. Okay, when you turn around your panorama and then you reach this area, okay, in this rectangular, this is the maximum level of the sound that you will hear. Okay, while the sound in this dissipated out in this yellow color, you will see that this yellow effect, okay, basically is you will hear this sound through the edge of the defined field. Okay, and you can adjust to the horizontal or vertical field size here to adjust this surrounding of this effect. Okay, and then if you choose right directional circular, okay, you see this you will see that this sound icon will change to the circular mode. Okay, the circular shape here. So if you choose directional circular, basically this mode will allow a sound to be heard in a large circular field. Okay, a large circular field, okay, based on this area, and the center of the field in the green color here, okay, in the green color here, the circular green color here is representing the maximum level of the sound. Okay, when you turn around, when you generate output and then you go to this place where you put this is the maximum value or maximum sound that you will hear. Okay, while the scattered yellow out there okay, is representing the edge of the defined field. Okay, when you turn around, you will heard in a slow area, and then at this point, you will heard at the maximum level of the sound. Okay, if you choose effect rectangular, okay, this one effect rectangular, what you will heard is that this mode has a rectangular sound field and will only play when it's reached the center of this panorama window. Okay, and if you choose effect circular, okay, this mode has a circular sound field and we only play when it's reached the center of this panorama window. Okay, so you might not understand this yet because we haven't generated the output and then you didn't heard this effect yet. So let's try to hear this kind of effect. Okay, let's say we try to choose the static mode first. Okay, static, and then you go to the right hand side here and then you click at the gear sign on your right hand side and generate the output. Okay, it will prompt you to save the file first, so you go and save it in the folder. Okay, in your folder. Okay, let's say I save it as a lab 2 and then I save it and then wait until it's generated. Okay, you might not hear anything from this panorama yet, okay, because not all of the browser is support this. Okay, it's not support this type of sound codec. Okay, not all browsers support the sound codec. So just now I'm run it or generate the output is in Chrome. So seem like Chrome does not support this. So let's try to other type of the browser. Okay, so just copy the address up here. Okay, and then go and try at other type of your browser if you have. So let's try Microsoft Edge. Okay, I have another browser, Microsoft Edge here. Okay, and then I try to paste that address. Okay, so you can hear this kind of sound. Okay, this one is I choose static mode. Okay, static mode is that a sound that add at a static mode that will be heard regardless where are you in the scene. Okay, when I turn around, I can hear this sound. Okay, actually I put the sound here, but when you choose the static mode, you can hear anywhere. Okay, anywhere in the scene you will hear. This is the static mode. Okay, this is the static mode. So let's get back to here and then try to change to the surround. Okay, surround. So what is the difference between static and surround? So you can choose. Okay, on this effect it's the surround. Okay, and then you try to generate output that once again. Okay, and then try to generate the output. Okay, since my Chrome is not support, so I try to other type of browser. Okay, just copy the address and then paste it. Okay, it still sounds anywhere. Okay, you can sound that is everywhere is hurting like the static mode, but the special features of this mode is that the sound will always sound at the correct perspective. Okay, for example, a sound occurring in the left channel, okay, it comes on the left channel, will change to the right channel depending on your perspective. Okay, left and right. It will change the perspective of your sound. This is the surround effect. Let's try the other type of it. Okay, directional rectangular. Okay, directional rectangular. Like I mentioned before, directional rectangular is you will hear the maximum value or the maximum sound at this point. Okay, I put the sound at this hill. So when I turn around this, when I generate output later on, when I turn around until this area, you will hear this at the maximum level of the sound. Okay, let's try this effect of the directional rectangular. Okay, I try at other browser. Okay, I might not heard anything from here. Okay, because it's we just now we changed to the directional rectangular. So when you turn around, okay, until to the area that you started to put that sound icon. Where is it? Oh, sorry, I turned off the sound. Let's try again. Sorry. Okay. When I turn around until this area, I didn't heard anything. Okay. We started to hear this slowly when we turn this to the place where we put the sound. Okay, started to hear in a slow pace. And it's maximum at here because we have put the sound here and the mode is the rectangular. That's why as I mentioned before, it will be heard at a maximum here, okay, where it's put. When we turn around, it becomes slowly and then it's never heard again. Okay, started to hear. Alright, so you can try the other type of the mode as well to see this type of effect. Okay, we have several more effects that you can try. So now you already covered how to add a sound to your panorama. So please make sure that you have the MP3 file in your devices. Okay, and also if your Chrome or Firefox is not working, you can try to your Microsoft Edge or you can try to your Internet Explorer. Okay. Alright, besides sounds, okay, first I delete this first, just click and then I click delete at my button, at my keyboard. Okay, besides sound, what else that we can cover inside this tool? Okay, we also have the image, okay, using this camera icon here, which is the pin image. Okay, we can pin the image inside our VR panorama. Okay, so let's select this mode, okay, the image mode. And then you go anywhere inside your scene where you want to pin the image. Okay, let's say I'm gonna pin the image up here. Okay, double click on it and then it will prompt you to find the image. Okay, so you can select any image to be your pin image, okay, to your panorama. For example, let's say I'm gonna pinch this image on top of this. Okay, once you have select your image, it will pop up the image that you want to pin and you can manipulate to this image using this 4 red dot here. Okay, you can scale up and also you can scale down. Okay, you can scale up and scale down using this red 4 dot here. Okay, red 4 dot here, you can scale up and scale down. Okay, and then you can rotate forward and rotate backward. Okay, you also can rotate vertical like this. Okay, it depends on how you want to arrange this in your scene. Okay, once you have certified with this pinch, with this pin image, and then what else that you can do in your properties here is that you have the click mode. Okay, click mode here, when you click at this click mode, there are two type of menu that you can choose from, whether you want to choose it as a pop out normal or pop out 100%. Okay, so what is the differences between this pop up normal and pop up 100%? So let's try one by one. Okay, first let's try pop up normal. What is the effect of this pop-up normal? We can check it later. Okay, select pop-up normal and then hand cursor. Okay, hand cursor here is if you want to have the effect of the hand cursor when the user using the mouse and then mouse over this image, there will be a hand cursor, okay, popping up. This look like you can click on this, okay, the hand cursor. So I want to have that hand cursor effect, so I click at this hand cursor, okay, and then I go to my right hand side and then generate the output to see this pin image effect. Okay, so where is my pin image just now? Okay, here is the image that I have pinned into my VR panorama just now, pin image. And then the hand cursor that I mentioned just now is this effect. Okay, just now the cursor is look like this, the arrow, but we tick the hand cursor just now. So when I mouse over this image, it will have the hand cursor like this. Okay, it's become the hand cursor. Just now we have select the mode as a pop out normal. So let's see the effect of pop out normal. Okay, this pop out normal. So when I click at this pop out normal, okay, it will pop up this image in a normal size. Okay, this pop up the normal in a pop up normal in a normal size. Okay, this image normal size, and then when you click it back, it will go back to its original place. Click, it's come to this normal size, and then click it back, it's go back to this original place. Okay, so let's try the other type of mode. Okay, pop out normal, then we change to pop up 100%. Okay, let's see what happened for this mode, pop up 100%. Okay, right hand side and generate the output. Yes. Okay, and then when I click at this pop-up image, okay, it's come into the full area, okay, the full type of image here, okay, the full image. So this is a difference between pop-up normal and also pop-up 100%. Pop-up normal will pop out as a normal size, but pop-up 100% is become the full screen like this. Okay, and then you click back, it's go back to its original place. Okay, so this is how we pin the image. Okay, just now you recovered the sound and also the pin the image. Okay. Alright, besides you can add the sound and also pin the image, you also can pin the video to your panorama. Okay. In order to pin the video to your panorama, what we can choose from this tool is to choose at this video. Okay, where the video cam icon here is to select the video. So click at this video on this panel. Okay, and then double click it anywhere in your scene that you want the video to be pinned to. Let's say I choose this grass lah, okay, to pin the video. So double click on it, and then it will prompt you to the dialog box here to select the video file. Okay, for example, I have this video MP4 file here, so I just select from this video. Okay, I select this video and then click open. Okay, so it will pop up this into your viewer here. Okay, same like the sound, there are several modes that you can play around with this video as well. Okay, so you have the same effect as the sound. You have static, surround, directional rectangular, directional circular, effect rectangular, effect circular. So you can choose this based on the suitability. Okay, for example, I choose effect rectangular. And then this video also you can scale up and scale down using this red dot at the edge of this rectangular. Okay, you can rotate. Okay, also can rotate using this arrow. Okay, once you have certified with your editing of this size and so on, so let's try to generate it. Okay, generate the output. Okay, for sound and video, what you need to test is that need to look into the browser. Okay, it has the video here, but it's not play because of the browser, so you can test to another browser as well, same like sound. Okay, I go to my Microsoft Edge. Okay, so here is the video. Okay, it's working. Alright. So there are several type of the properties here that you can play around on your left hand side here. Okay, whether you want it to be looping or not, okay, or to stop or exit. And then you have several mode here. Okay, so you can play around with this effect. Okay, so this is how you pin the video. Okay, so for the video and also sound, not all of the browser can support this codec, so you have to test on another browser if your current browser is not supported. Alright. Okay, so now you recovered on the sound. Okay, at the sound, pin the image, pin the video. So let's try the last one. Okay, the last one is the lens flare. Okay, if you click at this mouse over, okay, and then the last icon here is the lens flare. Okay, based on this figure, you know what is lens flare, right? So basically, lens flare, okay, is the result of the light scattering. Okay, is the result of the light scattering within the camera lens. So basically, we can add this to add the greater depth and dimension to the image. Okay, to add up more dimension and also the realism to our VR panorama. Okay, so let's delete the video first and then try this lens flare. Okay, just click once on this lens flare and then you click it anywhere that you want it to have that effect of lens flare. Okay, for example, maybe I can try on this grass. Okay, double click on it and then there will be a lens flare icons popping up in the scene. Okay, and then on your properties on your left hand side here, there will be a several type of lens flare available to choose from. Okay, we have simple lens flare, colorful lens flare, bright sun, warm sun, cool sun, golden spotlight, blue spotlight, red spotlight, and then we have generic lens flare 1, 2 and 3. So in order to check this kind of effect, you can go and select any lens flare that you would like to test. Okay, for example, maybe I try the colorful lens flare first. Okay, colorful lens flare, and then to test the effects, you can go and then generate the output. Okay, need to remember where you put that lens flare. Okay, here you can see there is a lens flare effect. Okay, you can see when I move around. Okay, look like the sun is coming. Lens flare. Okay, coming from the camera. You can see right here, 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 and here. Okay, this one is the colorful lens flare. Alright, and then let's try other type of maybe bright sun, for example. Okay, bright sun. And then generate the output. Yeah, here is the bright sun effect. Okay, need to remember where you put this in your scene. Okay, this is the bright sun effect of the lens flare. Okay, there are a lot more that you can test onto this. But if you choose the generic lens flare 1, 2 and 3, okay, for example, I choose generic lens flare 1. Okay, and then there will be a color blocks popping up here so that you can choose the color of your lens flare. Okay, so you can choose any color from here and then click OK, then your generic lens flare will have the colors. Okay, you can test this, okay, on your Pano 2 VR. Okay, so now you already covered the lens flare. Okay, so from last week and this week we already covered the patch, point hotspot, polygon hotspot, sound, okay, pin the image, pin the video, and lastly the lens flare. Okay, so we already almost covered every tool inside this Viver. So just now I think you already familiar with the Pano 2 VR, and then you are ready for our assignment 1. Okay, assignment 1. And for this week lab activity, I want you to head to the column and then read the instruction there, okay, that I provided in the column, and then I want you to submit that task in the column submission. Okay, I will use this as your attendant. Okay, please submit your task. It's a simple activity for today's lab session. What I want you to do for this lab activity is that I want you to find any panorama image on the internet. Okay, can be any image as your panorama. I want you to make to use a point hotspot and then link to any website. Okay, link to any website that related to your panorama or anything, and then use a polygon hotspot, okay, to link to another panorama. And then I want you to add a sound, okay, a sound into your panorama, and then make sure that everything is working. Then I want you to submit your published file in column submission. Okay, when you publish or generate the output, there will be a folder, okay, a folder named output. So you need to zip all that folder, okay, all that folder, zip that folder, and then submit into the column submission. Okay, I will use that as your attendant for this lab session. Okay, so good luck. Okay, good luck for this activity, and if you have any question you can ask me. Okay, so thank you very much for today's lab session. Okay, have a good day and thank you.